Hello, hello, hello. I'm the Painter Dog and welcome back to City Skylines in the Lakewood district. Now, since the last episode, I did quite a lot. Let me just zoom out here. Now, as you can remember, we built up this entire area and around here. And then I went ahead and filled in this entire area. Now, let's take a closer look quickly at that because that's not what I want to do today. I moved all my wastewater treatment plants also from the other lakes into here. And then on ground level, I try to hide them with a flood wall. Wrong. And then I did a bit of work on all these intersections. They might become a bit congested later on, but for now, since there's not really anything zoned there, I think it'll be okay. And then I added in, for instance, the utilities and all that around there, so that'll be okay. And then I made this interchange. I'll see how this will work, but basically traffic will come from this tunnel interchange all the way from it to here, and then automatically on and off ramps. But then I create this, so from here they can go off here onto there and go around, and then if you want to, you can get up there again. The same on this side. But then I made these off ramps like this to help to speed along the traffic. I think that'll work quite nice, except if traffic really has to slow down quite a lot to get off of there, but we'll see how that goes. And then basic things, for instance, these roundabouts with these spurs to help with traffic and all of that. So that's basically it. As you can see, I almost have the entire map covered with roads and neighborhoods. I'm going to leave this area for now like this. That'll be fine. But eventually I want to fill in this. Now, what I also did offline was unlock the observatory and the operation office. Now, basically what I had to do for this, for observatory, I had to have 1,000 abandoned buildings, and then afterwards I have to keep that for 5 weeks. And for the operation office, I had to have an unemployment rate of 50% and also maintain that for 5 weeks. So I basically, luckily I saved this game, and then I went ahead and did that. To get the observatory wasn't that bad. I bumped up my tax to as far as it can go. It's 29%. And I just waited for that, and then I played around with, once I hit 1,000 abandoned buildings, I played around with taxes until I maintained my cash and my unemployment rating. Oh, abandoned building rating. But for the suppression office, that really crippled my city, and I dipped down to minus 4 million. And then I saw, okay, I could recover from that again by playing with my budget and that taxes. I could recover, but it would take a long time. So I thought, oh well, if we don't get the observatory, which I want for the project that I'm completing today, hopefully, then if I can't get that, then it's fine. So I loaded up my new save, and then I went ahead and did those things again. And then I realized when I looked in here to see what my unemployment was, instead of just going to this tab, info views, I saw I still have him after without doing that again after my reload. So I'm quite chuffed with myself. It's a bit of a cheat, I know, but hey, we want to complete this, don't we? Ooh, what's wrong with you? Let me quickly sort that out. Okay, that's sorted out. I don't know what was its issue. It was connected everywhere, so I went ahead and deleted it and reinstalled it, and now it's working again. But let's take a quick look at our traffic. 75%. The major congested area is around here, close to the center of our city, but that's basically because I have this neat interchanges along the way and ways for traffic to move basically on interchanges around and through the city, people still like to use all the side roads. As you can see, traffic's not really backing up that far, so it's not that big an issue. Around 150,000. It might get a lot worse later on, but for now, it's okay. So, what we want today. I'm just gonna ignore it. Now I wanted to unlock the observatory for a reason. I want to use this area here. Because there's not really that much light. The amount of lights around here is not that bad. And I think it'll be a nice addition. So the thing that I want to do here is I want to some extent hide the roads. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Now this won't be the roads connecting directly from here. So let's go ahead and plop down the observatory. I would say around there. That place down these two of those. What are they? With these assets. Something like that. That'll be fine. Go through there. Yeah, that'll do. Now to get to this place, I was thinking about adding in a couple of roads over here. But I had from here about 45 degrees, fine. Then this round. Actually, I don't have to use fireway. I'll work both now. Place in a smallish roundabout. But let's do it over here. There. Now let's try this. 5, 4. That's 5, 4, 3. Nice small roundabout. Now from here on out, let's try this again. Yep. 2. Quite nicely. Now that's from this highway to get onto here. Okay. I want one from this side. So basically what I can do is from this road to something like this. These are underground. Really, looks. No, it's bad, but it's underground. Much time. That's fine. Sensible. I'll take it. Now there's 2 bits to here. Now we only need a way to get out of here. I can't really leave that as a 2-way road. This direction, fine. That, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine, fine, fine. Well, over there. What I did. Either extend that. That one. It's I should actually do a terraforming. You have the tools, why not use it? Just get the right one. There you go. Much better. Okay, now we can add it again. Problem child now. There you go. This. Okay, that's fine. Now to leave this place, I want. Let's leave in this direction. So I would say I want it close to a highway, as close to a highway as possible. So you know what, I'm going to utilize this. So to leave this area, let's say around there. I would like to get it, I might as well do that. Terraforming around here. Just to get it a bit more even. Now I won't be able to get the complete center of this, because that's on a weird angle. Except if let's just take everything off. Let's eyeball this. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Switch everything back on. I do like my guidelines. Okay, and it did connect. Now to leave, I get one to connect. Ooh. Nah, there's not enough space there. But I can always, yeah, I'm gonna connect over here, as I wanted to do. So, around here. Oh. Why are you always difficult? That's not. That's genuinely not. Because of that park. I guess it's because of that. What do I want? Getting what I wanted to do with this. Yeah, I want to take it up to there. Yeah. So you know what? Let's do it. If I add a roundabout. Not really enough space for it. And I don't want to add anything there. That in mind. That for a bit. Guidelines. And see if we that'll do. From this back. Fine. I don't anticipate loads of traffic to up, but you never know. Cross. Okay. This section. Be tempted on there. I might as well make on and off here and on and off there. So yeah, I'm gonna reverse that one to get back. But first, let's quickly place in this road. Now this one will be a ramp to get into the city. Right. Okay. Want cross it. I thought you were going to be a prop child. Was it actually? Let's try this. There's no way that I could get you. Go for. Go. This up and reverse the road. That road as well. And I'll see you now. And it's now starting to turn dark. I haven't really watched my city at nighttime, so this might be too bright, these parking lots, because I included quite a lot of street lights in these assets, but then again, we'll see as soon as it gets dark what this looks like. But I sorted out the roads and I added in a bit of pedestrian walkways around this island, as well as trees and rocks. But I think it looked quite nice. We'll see as soon as it turns really nighttime. Ooh, that was awesome. Let's take a look at that, eh? Those details. I thought these might be too bright, but seeing that there's quite a lot of lights around the observatory itself, I think that looks bright. What do you say? I should really add a bit. Look at. I should play with a nighttime, with a day-night cycle on a bit more. What do you say? Might be a bit too dark for YouTube, but I think this actually looks quite kind of nice. Now this is something that I wanted to avoid. This definite line, as you can see, the edge of a city. But we only have 9 tiles. I want to include the 25 tiles mod, but I never actually played this game and built up all 9 tiles before I got bored, and I have to say it's quite nice. 25 tile, what makes that nice is that you can make lots of smaller cities. I think that'll be quite a nice challenge for me. But I have to say, it looks kind of okay. Don't read that area. Let's take a look at our agricultural area. See, that's a bit too urban, if you ask me. University campus. That doesn't look too bad. It's a bit busy, but it's to be expected. It is a university campus. And then our touristy area up here. Now this. Okay, these buildings need to go. They don't really fit in there. But our nice waterfall, our lake. Now this actually looks awesome. These things are spoiling it a bit, but that's how I don't really like those power lines, but it might be a bit less. Harbor. Not too shabby. I can take down these ones now because as far as I know power has spread. Yeah, it will connect there, so I can take these out to clear that up a bit. The traffic will always be a bit of an issue around here because all these vehicles once go into this cargo hub and then from there outwards, so I'll never win with that. I have to say I actually like the city at night with all these lights and stuff going around. Now this roundabout, which I reworked a bit with this exit, actually working quite nicely now. You can see that as well. In this little spur for buses to turn around. Actually not too shabby. And as you can remember, I made this a one-way road just for the stadium. And that's kind of nice. Now this area was really a problem child. As you can see, traffic is still backing up a bit, but it's not that bad, so I live with that. I dabbled a bit now with a bit more detailing and so on. I have to say I'm quite a fan of that. I might have to include that a bit more in my builds. Definitely should. But let's take a quick look at our traffic. 78% flow. Let's take a look where's the problem areas. As you can see, traffic's not really backing up, it's just really a busy interchange. That part there, or intersection. And the same here. And that one is the same. And our harbor obviously. I might want to change one direction of one of these roads or take that piece of road out there, but It's not really that bad. I decreased the carrying capacity of this road to encourage people to use other roads, but I might have to increase that again. But overall our city is doing kind of okay, as you can see, 48,000 per hour. I might want to look around with the taxes and increase the value a bit, just to encourage people to move in and stay. But park's really abysmal around some of these spots. But I'll work around that. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I did. And I'll see you for the next one. Cheerio.